forced by an armed conflict to flee her village in Colombia, a young Alma Madrigal loses her husband Pedro but saves her triplet infant children, Julieta, Pepper, and Bruno. By a miracle, her candle attains magical qualities, blasts away their pursuers, and creates a sentient house, the casita, for them to live in, along with a magical realm bordered by tall surrounding mountains, an Encanto. 50 years later, the candle continues to burn and our town thrives under its protection. The candle's magic grants gifts to each Madrigal descendant, which they are to use to serve the villagers. However, Bruno, vilified and scapegoated for his gift of precognition, disappeared 10 years earlier, while Mirabel, Julieta's youngest daughter, mysteriously did not receive a gift and feels left out of the family for it the family Madrigal. On his 5th birthday, Pepper's youngest son, Antonio, is gifted with the ability to communicate with animals, and the family poses for a picture but neglects Mirabel waiting on a miracle. Leaving the celebration, Mirabel suddenly sees the casita cracking and the candle's flame flickering, but her warnings go unheeded. When the casita appears undamaged to the others. After overhearing Alma praying, Mirabel resolves to save the miracle's magic. The next day, she talks to her super strong older sister, Luisa, who confesses that she feels overwhelmed by the near constant work she must do, surface pressure, then suggests that Bruno's room, in a forbidden tower in the casita, may hold clues to the phenomenon. There, Mirabel discovers a cave and recovers pieces of a slab of opaque emerald glass. After Mirabel narrowly escapes the cave, Luisa discovers that her gift is weakening. After her family reminds her of the reasons that Bruno is not to be discussed, we don't talk about Bruno. Mirabel reconstructs the glass and discovers it forms an image of herself standing in front of a broken casita. Mirabel assumes this to mean that she will destroy the family. Later that evening, Mirabel's oldest sister Isabella, who can make plants and flowers grow at will, is scheduled to become engaged to neighbor Mariano Guzman. After a tense dinner, Mirabel's oldest cousin Dolores, who possesses superhuman hearing, blurts out that she overheard Mirabel talking with her father about Bruno's vision. The casita begins to crack again, causing everyone's powers to go haywire, ruining the night and Mariano's proposal when Pepper inadvertently conjures a downpour. As everyone flees the chaos, Mirabel follows a group of rats and discovers a secret passage behind a portrait. There she encounters Bruno, who reveals that his vision of Mirabel would have put her at odds with the family and potentially the townsfolk who relied on the magic for their everyday lives, so he broke the vision and went into hiding to protect her, concealing himself within the house's walls so he could still be near them. Bruno reveals that the vision could change, meaning that Mirabel would either destroy the Madrigal family or heal its rifts. At Mirabel's urging, he reluctantly conjures another vision. At first, it goes the same way as the previous one, with Mirabel still standing in front of a broken casita. However, a golden butterfly appears, and the vision changes into an image of Mirabel embracing a young woman, whom they identify as Isabella. Mirabel apologizes to Isabella but accidentally provokes a cathartic confession. Isabella does not want to marry Mariano and is burdened by her image of perfection. What else can I do? Mirabel helps Isabella blossom into her true, imperfect self in the embrace, strengthening the candle and healing the cracks. However, Alma sees the two of them, with Isabella growing whatever she wants, and accuses Mirabel of causing the family's misfortunes out of spite for not having a gift. Mirabel in turn blames Alma for the immense pressure she imposes on the family. Their rising argument weakens the candle again and creates a fissure that splits a nearby mountain and demolishes the casita. Despite Mirabel's efforts to save it, the candle dies in her hands, leaving all the Madrigals powerless. While the family and several locals assess the damage, a guilt-ridden Mirabel leaves the town. After a few hours of fruitless search, Alma finds a tearful Mirabel back at the river where Pedro died. She explains how, in her determination to preserve the magic, she ignored the toll it took on her family and finally takes responsibility for what happened. Dos Oruguitas. After hearing Alma's tragic backstory, Mirabel tells her that despite her flaws, she is the one who brought and protected the family together all these years. After a golden butterfly appears, they reconcile. And Bruno appears and confronts Alma to defend Mirabel, but unexpectedly cheers her up with his return. They reunite with the Madrigals, and the townspeople arrive to help them rebuild the casita. All of you. When the house is rebuilt, the Madrigals give Mirabel a gleaming doorknob with an M on it. When she places it in the front door, the magic springs back to life, restoring the casita and all the family's gifts and spreading through the town. The Madrigals pose for another family picture, this time with Mirabel and Bruno included.